Why are Latinas seeking husband in the US, or why men in the US are looking for Latinas is a topic I'm speaking on this video clip. You know what? There are many Latinas looking for husband abroad. Most of them have poor living conditions, so they want to get better opportunities in a new country such as in the US, Canada, Australia, so they can work and earn money for better life. They want their children have good lifestyle and enjoy the greatest education system, clean environment, freedom, and so on in America. So, how do they find men in America? They ask their friends or relatives to hook them up. Some of them flirt with foreign tourist men, and the rest use their online dating sites to find American men. They usually advertise their personal ads through international dating services or regular dating sites. They are either single, widowed, or divorced. They are beautiful and sexy. Some of them had bad experience with the Latino husband, so they are afraid of or unhappy to live the Latin way. They want to get married with a single man in the US or Canada to live the American way, where women are treated with more respect. The media is the way that Latinas learn about life in the US, where women are #1 rated. Also, they experience the unhappiness with native Latin men, so they compare with the way Western men treat their wives, which is much better. They don't want to live the Latin way anymore. Of course, no woman wants to find a Western husband if they can find a good man in their hometown. In other words, if they come, if you come to Mexico, Spain, Colombia, El Salvador, and ask single ladies such questions like, do you want to go to live in another country? You will get, a yes answer if they experience the bad life in over there, and you will get a no answer if they have the good living condition in their home country. Most of unmarried or divorced Latina women want to find an American husband. They are afraid of the local man and consider their marriages are 40. In their hometown, there are too much responsibilities of being a wife and a mother role. They couldn't tell or explain what they think. Some ladies waste their life to work hard and pay the husband debts. Domestic violence usually happens, and the wife cannot call the police because of being scared. They have nightmares by constant abuse from the husband, time after time. They don't have any more patience, lose self-esteem, and file divorce to release themselves. Most Latin single ladies dream about a reliable, honest, loving, and understanding man to be a husband. The fact is that they can't find in their hometown. Of course, some women accept the way it is because they don't want their kids to grow up without a father. The rest of them cannot stay on that he every single day. Every Latino woman wants to have a happy and lifelong marriage, but it doesn't work that way sometimes in Mexican countries. If you put yourself in a situation like this, you wait for a husband to come home for dinner, but he goes out to drink with his friends. He doesn't care about you waiting at home. What do you think about that? You get depressed, right? I have a friend who told me her miserable story. She was born in El Salvador. She tried to accept him as who he is, keep forgiving him many times for cheating on her, beating her up, disrespecting her parents and siblings, and so on. And finally, she had to file a divorce. She thinks that her husband is one who takes care of his wife and the kids. This is the man for your life. If he doesn't do that responsibility of the husband role, then why live with him? After being a single mother for 1 year, she found an American man who lives in Houston, Texas, from a Mexican dating site. He is older than her for 25 years old, but he is just perfect for her. He works as a construction company. He's a man who treats her as American way, which she get more respect and love. They migrated to America and lived with him since 2014, and they are happily. Why are Latino women looking for husbands in the US? There are some reasons. America is the land of opportunities. America is attractive to Latinas who want to come to this country to have a better future. So, they are willing to leave their original country to live in a new country. This country is the land of opportunities that they can change their future for themselves and children. When you go to the immigration centers or DMV, There are many American men and Latino women couples who take their wives to do or renew green cards or passport, as well as taking learning permit or driver license. Looking at them carefully, you know they are newcomers who just joined the Spanish community in America. Latinas love American ways. American men treat women in a better manner with respect and equality in a relationship and marriage. Many Hispanic women feel controlled by their husband back home. Every woman always liked the way being treated by men in America. When we speak of American men, we mean both Mexican American and Native American men. Women in Mexico need to be respected by their husband. Treated with respect is the most important factor that Mexican women seeking a husband overseas, especially in the U.S. A free gender and equal employment opportunity in America. That's right, they are valued higher in a society. They can get a job that pays equal salary as men. They can speak their thoughts or voice. They are not controlled by men. They are treated equality in the family and society. Their children can enjoy the best education from the great schools in the U.S., from elementary, middle, high school, college, and university. When they become a naturalized American, they can vote. Dating a Latina, where to find her? Okay. If you have friends or relatives who live in any Hispanic country, then you can ask them to hook you up. Mexican dating sites are one of the ways to find a Latina. There are free dating sites. You can find her without paying any cost at all. When you join free dating services, you should pay attention to take profiles. Take profiles that are spamming or not real. Okay, they call them fake profiles, fake members. Stay away from them. Marrying a Latina when it's his time. It's hard for a man to recognize a woman who really loves him or just wants a visa to come to the Western country. Latino women who live in the West are different from women who live in the Spanish countries. You need to pay attention to the way she talks to conclude whether or not she is reliable. So that means when you join the dating site, there's some women who try to scam you or make money out of you. So just be careful, okay? When marrying Latina woman, you should carefully choose the good person. So make sure good person. Don't try to interact with instant noodles type of woman, okay? Be careful about that, please. There are many older men who marry a young woman, like 30 or even 40 years younger than they are. Most of such relationships will break up when they are in the US. So I think you find a woman with good personality whom will you think grow old with you when she comes abroad. Do not marry a Latina like your grandchild age. If you have an opportunity to marry a young woman, why not do it? You choose a good woman, I think your relationship works out just fine. Most of young Latinas are seeking a husband in the US so they can live in the land of opportunities. You can find a woman who is younger than you, 20 or 25 or even 30 years old at least in the Hispanic countries. So let's talk about some reasons why old Spanish women date or marry young men in America, okay? So one of the main reasons is that Hispanic men outnumber women in the United States. Okay, Hispanics and Latinos are people who migrated in the U.S. from Spain or Latina America countries. Some people called Hispanos sometimes. The Hispanic woman is very hard to find in America because the rate is like maybe 2 over 3 or even 2 over 4. In other words, if there are 3 Spanish men, there are only 2 women. So most single women set high standards on choosing the ideal man for marriage. Just look at some Latino relationships. There are young men couple with older women who have kids. These men can't find a single girl who does not have a kid yet. As I said, the single Spanish ladies outnumber guys in America, so Hispanic ladies are picky. So they set high standards on choosing the best man in America. Young Hispanic American girls are looking for men who have good jobs and house. They are young and beautiful, so they set high standards on choosing a boyfriend or husband. So most of Hispanic guys who work on low-paying jobs have no choice to find divorced or widow women who have kids already. These ladies are still picky, They find unmarried men who are young and don't have kids. This is the issue of shortage of Hispanic ladies in America. Some Spanish middle-aged men who have children are left over have to go back to their hometown, including Spain, Mexico, to find a wife and bring her to America. I have a friend named Odipo who married and have 2 kids. Every time he get paid, he has to give 20% of his salary to his wife. What's going on here? He's sad, but he has to give that to her. AI said Hispanic women are considered as valuable women in the U.S. They are gold or silver in this country. No wonder, they set high standards on the men they are dating with or get married with. However, that's right, they are beautiful, appealing, and sexy. Even Native American men love Spanish women and try to fight them for marriage in America, When young Hispanic men dating old women, in this case, they are not called cougars. I can see many of such young men and old women relationships at a party, in public places, and markets. These young women are very proud of themselves to walk with, an older Hispanic wife or woman, so they are happy. There are other reasons that young men who want to date or marry old Latino ladies. Old women have a house, good job, and more mature. On the other hand, Spanish women dating young men is because they want to feel young, and these men don't have kids. They don't have to worry about taking care of not their own kids. That's why they choose young men or single men who have never been married with no kids. As the number of Spanish men who migrate to America, the woman has more advantage in terms of choosing an ideal husband or the boyfriend. That's why many Spanish single women in America sign up their personal ads online to find the best man for dating and marriage. Finally, many Hispanic men who live in the U.S. travel to their hometown to get married with local women and sponsor them to America every year. They cannot find a Spanish wife in America, so they have no choice to find a woman back home. Also, there are many Native American men go to find Hispanic women overseas too and sponsor them to the U.S. every year. Therefore, it's just life, Latinas are seeking husbands in the U.S. for better life, and men from the U.S. are looking for Latinas overseas. It seems to be fair. Both have mutual benefits. You know what I mean? Good luck and have a good day.